starting another Limo Talks with Danielle da Silva, founder of J1A Juice, which could be the biggest next wellness brand in the country worldwide.
I agree.
Danielle, in one sentence, present yourself to the public.
My name is Danielle or Danielle. Everybody knows me as Green Juice Mami. And I love green juice. I love being nice to people, patient, wellness. Yeah, I'm very zen.
I love that. So Danielle, I'm gonna call you Dunny. Is that all right?
Yeah.
So
my family calls me Dunny.
Dunny, how was growing up in Massachusetts with a Brazilian family? Tell us a little bit more about your roots.
Yeah, it was honestly pretty chill. I mean, when I was growing up, we lived more in the Framingham area, so it was a lot of Brazilians. But then we moved away, so I feel like I didn't really grow up Brazilian or American. It's like weird in between. You don't feel like you belong to one or the other. But yeah, it was Portuguese in the house and church every Sunday. Just typical Brazilian Latino family.
Yeah. And what values did your parents teach you that you'll take for life? Because, you know, they have this very strong thing in the Brazilian, the Latin culture, where the family has like very strong values, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I'm very, very grateful for how my parents raised me. The more I venture off into the world, the more I see how much it's a privilege to be raised the way that I was raised. Like, my parents are first generation immigrants, I think. First gen. And really, really hard workers, just always working. And so I think that's where my work ethic comes from, a big section of it. But most importantly, my dad raised me to be someone who's never scared to bless other people. Like, if you give more to others, it will always come back to you 10 times more. And so I guess, yeah, a good work ethic and not be afraid to bless others.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so inspiring.
Yeah.
And growing up, was you like a regular kid? Were you like a black sheep or something like that? I'm curious about that.
In school, I was definitely a regular kid. Like, I was very shy and quiet. I was very timid. I just minded my own business. But at home, I think I stood out. I was the black sheep. Not because I was like rebellious or anything, but just very creative, artistic. And I've always had a little hustle or a little business, something going on. I've always been selling something to someone. And my family, they point that out today because they're like, now you're just doing it on a professional, big scale. But yeah, definitely the black sheep, the entrepreneur of the family.
And when did you notice that, you know, that you were into like sales, business, entrepreneur, and that you actually wanted that for your life? You
know, I don't even think that was like the thought process. I don't think it is to this day. The way that I see it in my brain is like, I'm so creative and I like to do things with, I guess, like handcrafting or artwork. Like, in 6th grade, I had a little baking business. I would bake and I would decorate cakes and I would sell it to like my mom's friends or like my classmates. And then high school, I had a makeup business and I would do people's prom and dance makeup. And then near COVID, I had a painting business and I would paint canvases and ship them all over the world. So cool. Now it's the juice, you know, like I just feel like I have a good idea and then I naturally want to share it with other people. And I think people can feel that intention behind the things that I do. So like they buy it because the energy is pure. So, you know, I don't think it's really ever about entrepreneurship. I think it's just like I'm creative and I want to share it with people.
You're artistic, right?
Yeah, super.
I can tell you're very artistic, I want to say like that.
Yeah.
That's so nice. That's so nice. That's so fun, you know, that you had the opportunity to build different skills and abilities like growing up, and especially artistically saying, you had the chance to explore a lot of different fields, right? That's so nice. Growing up, what did you think success looked like?
Oh, wow. Very different than how I view it today. So different. Growing up, I really thought that success was just monetary. Like, if you had a nice car and a lot of money and a nice house. But I think that's normal for a kid to think that. And then I think as I got older and I went through life, I learned that, especially from environments that I've been placed in, I don't really think success is money, because I know a lot of successful people and they're successful financially, but the quality of their life somehow is still poor. Like, it's, I think that success is being fulfilled and having a purpose. And I think a lot of success also comes from your ability to bless other people and not be selfish, because then it just returns to you, you know, the blessings. And I find that, I don't know, sometimes I just meet really rich people and they're empty and soulless, and yeah, they're really successful physically, but like spiritually and emotionally, they're bankrupt.
I agree with that. So would you say that being successful, it's directly related to happiness as well?
Yes, I do. I think so. But I think that people need to be aware of, like, if they think that success, your happiness depends on success, it's like, what type of success are you aiming for, though? You know?
Agreed with that.
Yeah.
And during, you know, and growing up, have you ever lost someone that, you know, affected your life in a certain way that you kind of think that shaped it what you are today?
Oh, 100%. I think growing up, for a long time, my perception of loss was like a friendship breakup, or maybe a pet. And then in high school, it was my boyfriend at the time. Like, that was so painful. But thank God all of that happened, because right before my 21st birthday, I lost my dad.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it totally sucked. Like, it just drained the life out of me. I had never, ever experienced grief like that. And, you know, it does suck that that happened, but I can oddly be grateful for the experience. I think it taught me a lot about myself and what I value in life, what to prioritize. So definitely that was a major pivotal moment for me.
And what's something about grief that people don't discuss as much as they needed to?
Yeah. Oh, there are a lot of things. I'm thinking maybe a lot of people don't realize how grief affects their body, and how your body does hold on to all that stress that you went through, and it completely rewires your brain. And a lot of times it forces you to change, not because you want to, but you have no other choice. Your nervous system is shot. Like, it just destroys you on a neurological level, but just, oh man, it sucks. It sucks. And it takes a long, long time. And sometimes you don't even feel the grief. And then sometimes that's all you can think about.
Did you
But-
feel lost at that time?
Oh, super lost with everything. Like, I'm a girl, so of course I was the only daughter, princess treatment. And, my dad loved being a girl dad. He always took really good care of me. And it was always like, Dad, can you pay for my nails? Can you buy this? Can you do that? Can you pick me up? Can you drop me off? And he would do it. He loved it. But when he passed out of nowhere, I had to do all these things for myself, right? And I had to, for the first time, exist in the world without someone, like a male figure, really taking care of me, That was a crazy shock. It made me value different things in dating. It made me really want to secure myself financially because, like, okay, well, my dad's not gonna fix the problem, so now I have to do everything. That's scary.
I know. So now, regarding the dating part, you probably have extremely high standards, right?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about that. What's the ideal partner for you at this point of your life?
Someone, first of all, you have to be so patient, because the older I get, the more I learn that you really don't need to be screaming at people. You can have disagreements, but you just need to have such a calm, level-headed perspective. Like, I don't do no drama. I don't like any of that crazy stuff. But gotta be like a hardworking man, have his own ambitions, his own things going on. Because if you date me, like, yes, I will go over the top for you, but like, I got my own life, like, I need my space, I need my time. So just a considerate person, and successful, because we both need to be up.
Absolutely.
It can't just be me.
It's a match, it's a partnership.
Yes.
So one needs to be, elevating the other part of the of the couple. So what were the old habits that you tried to survive with?
I had a lot of old habits. I mean, sometimes I still slip back into them. I'm just a human. I can't say I never do these things anymore. But back in the day, when I was in high school, I used to be a very reactive person. Like,
and what you mean by that?
Just very sassy, very snippy. Everything, I took it so personally. Like, if someone looked at me a certain way, I would already get anxious and be like, oh my gosh, she hates me. Or she's looking at me because she's talking badly about me. Like, I was very insecure, I think. And just very, very reactive. And that comes from, a lack of meditation and exercise and eating the right things. So after my dad passed, I didn't have like the mental capacity to keep being a reactive person. Like, I was so drained from that loss.
You just wanted to find peace, right?
Yeah, like, I didn't care. I didn't care about anything going on around me. I just wanted to feel good mentally for myself inside. So being reactive had to change. My diet had to change. I was not reading labels. I did not care about eating McDonald's all the time. Like, I was just a normal person existing. I wasn't very mindful. But when you lose someone, and it's someone that you grew up with all the time, telling them like, hey, get in the gym, hey, you're pre-diabetic, you probably shouldn't eat that stuff, or you should watch what you're drinking, or just be mindful. And you spend your whole life doing that, and then they pass away from those health reasons, and it's like, okay, I cannot repeat that mistake. Like, I have to do better,
And was that the main inspiration for you to create and launch the idea of J1A Juice?
Kind of. It wasn't like, I didn't know I was gonna have this juice brand someday when I first started getting healthy. I really just began eating a better diet because I was scared, honestly. Like, if it forced me to change my whole life. But I think of all the wellness things you can do, I just really liked juicing. I liked showing up for myself in that way and taking a little 10, 20 minutes out of the whole day to just be present and focused, whether it was making a smoothie or a juice. I kind of started with smoothies, honestly. But it was like taking that time for myself, like respecting myself too and honoring my body. And I liked it. I enjoyed it. So I kept doing it. I kept trying different recipes, but it wasn't like the initial thing was, oh, let me build this and you know, sell it. But kind of evolves organically.
So, organically and naturally, right?
Yeah.
It just happened to happen.
Yeah.
Right. And was there a specific moment where you said, I need to change?
Oh, yeah. It was, I want to say, the end of February in 2022. I was at my friend's house, and it sounds so funny because I know that I had already been sad about the death. Like, it had happened in December, now we're in February. You know, I had my 21st birthday, I went to Hawaii, I was busy, I was working. But it's funny that the way that grief moves is like you never really know when you're gonna feel the next wave. And I just remember it was like a rainy day. I was sitting on this deck behind the house. It was a covered deck. And there was this little tree by itself sitting in the yard. And for some reason, like, I just remember looking at that tree and feeling it felt like it was like the final stop for the grief. Like, that was the day that I fully felt the heaviness of what I had just experienced. And like, I just remember looking at the tree and thinking like, wow, I'm always going to remember this tree because of how much I'm like feeling this moment. And I cried a lot. I'm a crier. I'm just a girl, guys. And it was that day that I kind of ramped up the health and wellness. But it took a couple of weeks after the death for me to accept that and start moving forward. But yeah, it was end of February 2022.
And what did your first 30 days of choosing wellness look like?
It looked very calm. I didn't start like going crazy in the gym. And I had worked out before. You know, I wasn't like new to fitness and wellness, but I definitely was slacking. But that's the first 30 days. I just wanted to get my foot in the door. So I promised that every day I was going to go on a walk or get my steps in, at least 5,000 steps. And I would go on the treadmill, take a little walk in the neighborhood. I was living in the city at the time, and I would just take my walks. But it was walking, just walking. That's all I had the mental strength to do, you know? So, yeah, a lot of walking. No juice, surprisingly.
But why juicing?
It was like just an easy way for me to feel healthy. Like, I didn't, you know, the thing about grief, I lost so much weight because I just didn't have the stomach to eat. Like, nothing got me hungry. Not like, I just didn't care. Like, it's hard to eat when you're that depressed. And juicing was like one and done. Boom. You know, you can just drink it, couple minutes. You don't got to think about it. You don't got to feel full. So maybe it was that I liked the juicing. I don't know.
And what changed mentally when you're starting to be aware of what you actually was putting inside your body?
Oh, yeah. Wow, a lot changed mentally. I didn't understand why at the time. Like, you know, you eat something good and of course you're going to feel good, but it's only recently that I started to learn the chemistry and the biology behind how food really does affect your brain, how your brain is connected to your guts, and what you eat is how you're going to think and act and feel. It's all connected. And the more I ate well, the more I started to get control of my life. You know, I wasn't letting my emotions ruin things for me, or like being overly stressed out, or it gave me a lot of room to think and grow as a person, because I was so calm and I was regulated, and you know, eating the right things, the gut energy is good, the brain chemistry is good. So it's like, it really does change how you think.
It's like it's what they call the life hacks, right? The
Yes.
health hacks.
Yeah.
You know? Biohacks. That's what they call. That's what they call biohacks.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Yeah.
It can
That's
change
real.
your life.
People don't actually realize that, but it makes such a huge difference, because then your hormones, it's balanced.
Yeah.
You're feeling good, you know, you're thinking straight, you're not getting stressed. It's just life changer, you know. You're gonna be a whole different person if you actually put into some work, right, and taking care of your health, basically. You don't need to be going crazy, you know, going to the gym twice a day or some shit like that.
And there's a lot of people that are quote unquote healthy, like they go to the gym, but they're eating all this junks and, you know, using like roids or whatever, which is fine. Everybody can do whatever they want, but it's affecting your thinking.
Yeah.
And it just affects how you perceive your whole life, your reality, your world. People miss that part of wellness. It's not just looking good and lifting heavy and being able to run 26 miles. It's like, can you sit down for 20 minutes and sit with your thoughts?
Yeah.
Like, that is just as important as being able to squat 1,000,000,000 pounds.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, I had a time in my life that I was going to the gym 3 times a day.
Cara, está
that
doido.
was insane. That was
¿Por qué?
insane. Just because, you know, I needed that to put my mind in place.
You were stressed?
Yeah, I was stressed
Why?
out, and gym helped me a lot to kind of just, how I'm gonna say, disconnect from the problems, from the stress and all that. So I was basically going to the gym, lifting once, going for some cardio, and then going for another heavier cardio session. You know, it was crazy.
You bugged.
Yeah, I bugged, but I felt great. I gotta be honest, I felt great. I'll do that, you know, again and again. I just don't do that anymore because I actually don't have time. But I used to love to do that. So like, every person, it's different, you know. You just gotta make sure you do things that makes you feel good and help you think straight.
Agree. I wish more people knew how important it is to eat the right thing so that they're more peaceful.
How hard is it to break generational patterns?
That's a good question. I think I was lucky enough where my dad was definitely the one that broke the generational patterns from his family, right? Like,
in what sense?
A lot of bad decisions on his family's end, and alcohol. Him and his sister, but he really was the first one that ventured out to America. For as long as I can remember, I never saw my dad pick up a drink, not once. Like, not even at a wedding, at a party, like nothing. That man did not drink. He was a pastor, just a very generous man. And I think that maybe he started this chain reaction of breaking the generational curses. And the sense too, where like, he was an entrepreneur, he really made a nice life for himself. And a lot of our family back in Brazil, like, they don't get to experience that. So like, I really admire that about him. Same with my mom. They were the trendsetters. So naturally, as their kid, I just have to take it to the next level and outdo them, you know? But yeah.
Circling back to Gia, I'm like so curious about Gia, you know, because that's been a big thing. People be talking about it. You know, I got to know Gia from like another friend, which we have in common.
Crazy.
You know, so the word is spreading out, and I'm curious, you know, like how do you see yourself with Gia in the future? Where do you want to reach? You know, what's your goal with
the
Gia?
The stars are not even enough, man. No, I have so many big aspirations, but at this point, I'm fully convinced it's gonna happen. Like, I don't even doubt it anymore. It's just a matter of time. But for me, the ultimate goal would be to get bought out. Like, you know, Poppi soda?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like the healthy wellness soda. They got bought out by Pepsi for $1.9 billion with a B.
Crazy, right?
And it's funny, a couple years ago, I got to go on a trip with Poppi, and they took us to the Hamptons, took us clubbing, just good food, took us out, pool party. It was such a vibe, right?
Was you ambassador or something like that?
I went with my friend who was like an ambassador for them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Coffee Bay. She makes like videos with coffees, and it's cute.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah. So she got invited, and I really got to like sit down with the owner of Poppi and talk to her and drink with her and like vibe. And it just woke me up like, Dunny, you can totally do this. It took them maybe 7 years to get it to that level, and it's like, yo, if they did it, I can do it too.
And it's so fast. It
happens
not like,
so fast.
You know, with the internet, with AI, with all the resources
my
that
gosh.
we have, right?
It's inevitable.
Exactly.
Like there's so many ways to get to that level. It's like if you have a clear vision and you're patient and you're calm about it, only the best could happen. Like why would anything else happen?
Would you say that Poppi, it's like your biggest inspiration?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because they grew in a way that's so natural to me. Like I remember finding them on TikTok, and they were small, and I followed them, and it felt like a really personal connection to the brand. And over the last couple of years, that's what I've been doing with Gia. I wasn't even conscious of it at first. I was just posting as a girl that likes green juice. And then the more I started to post, and you know, the brand starts to develop, and I take people and show them the process, the journey. Like they're like watching this be built from scratch, and people really like that. I think it's unique, and it's
People
exactly
connect,
what Poppi
right?
did. Yeah, they do. So.
And what's your dream collab for Gia?
Ooh. Wow. At the moment, I have so many collabs, but like off the top of my head, you know that guy in New York that does the deli videos, the Aki way? He's like, never, 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 you know, sure. If I can collab with him, I think I would literally fall over. I don't even know what I would do. Like, because his little bit, é que você nunca pode esquecer o bev. Like, you can never forget the bev. And if I could get him being like, don't forget the bev, and I pop out with a bottle of Gia, bruh, I don't even know.
That's going to be crazy, though.
It's going to be crazy. I feel like it's going to happen.
It will.
It's already happened.
It's already happened.
But now I just need to catch up.
Yeah.
That's my dream collab for now.
The universe will send it to you. And what about brand? You know, there's like any brand, like Poppi, for example, that you would like to collab and like just release something in collab, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, they have, for example, Jack and Coke.
Yes.
You know, the beverage.
Yes.
Would you like to do something like that with Poppi or any other brand?
Yeah, but I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know. I think that the collabs that I want, like, they don't even exist yet. Like, you know the brand Jacquemus?
No, I don't know.
Oh, it's definitely more girly. But, like, they're so vibrant and colorful, and the way they do their marketing, I don't know how I would even collaborate as a juice with a fashion brand. But to be honest, it's my world, so I'll find a way to make it happen. Collab with Jacquemus. Or collab with, like, Minute Maid.
You'd say like a collaboration like Virgil, something that they kind of mix up a lot of things with art and all that, or it's something different?
No, like that. Like, or maybe even just an event
Mm-hmm.
where like a limited edition flavor or something. I don't know. I got to
Crazy. I
collab
love
with
that.
Concepts and Adidas.
Uh-huh.
That was so cool.
That would be
So,
great, you know, and
yeah.
especially the wellness, you know, the whole fitness area. I think that will match, right?
Yes. I guess we'll see what happens.
That's so cool, you know. It will happen. Everything will happen as soon as you blink. It's all yours.
Dude, it's crazy because I will have an idea of the future, something I want to experience, and then eu escrevo tudo. Like, I write everything down. I have a little journal.
Mm-hmm.
And then I swear, like a couple weeks later, sometimes months, or sometimes if I write down an idea and it's really big, it takes a couple years. But I'm very careful about what I write down because it always comes to fruition. It always happens. And when I live it in the moment that I'm experiencing that, I'm like, yo, that's crazy, because I literally wrote this down years ago or weeks ago, months ago. It's like a superpower.
So you're big in manifestation, right?
Huge. Oh my gosh, especially after I learned that a lot of manifestation, if you want to take out the spirituality, which I think is the most important part, but if you want to take that out, a big section of it is just neuroscience. And it's like very practical and mechanical. It's not, you don't have to be some spiritual guru or, you know, be a witch or none of that, you know. It's just being mindful of how your brain works. Because
once you want something bad enough, your brain will just point you into that direction.
Yes, confirmation bias.
You know, it's crazy.
You know, every time that you think a thought, your neuro pathways that communicate in the brain, it gets wrapped in this chemical that's an insulator, okay? And it's called myelin. And so every time you think the thought, that like circuit gets wrapped over and over and over again, and it becomes more automatic for you to think the thought. And the more you think a thought, the more you act like the thought. So
that's why you gotta always stay consistent and positive.
Yes,
right?
Yes. So you are practicing thinking positive, and it becomes the automatic, you know? And if you're moving through life thinking the best things, you're only gonna see the best things, and then only the best things are gonna happen. Just like, you know, it's very simple. Not at first. At first it's hard. But you just gotta practice. You gotta lift the brain weights, you know? And do you also believe in science? I do. I believe in science. The more I study science, that's what you asked, right? Science. Like signos. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Is that what you guys call it, science? Yeah, science, right? Yeah. I believe in signs. I get crazy signs. Like, I have crazy stories. Right. How's that? You want a crazy story? Yes, I want. Okay. It's not that crazy, but it's kind of fun. A couple weeks ago, I had to make a big decision for Gia. And I asked for, I prayed about a very specific question. And I was like, look, God, bro, I don't know what to do, but I need you. If this is what I'm supposed to do, because I don't feel like this is the right path. I don't feel like it's the right choice. I don't feel confident in it because it's new to me. But if this is what I need to do, I need you to send me a green butterfly, right? So I said that little prayer, and then I forgot that I even prayed that. I went through my day just not thinking about it. So I was taking a walk, and I stumbled into the mall, as a girl does. And I was walking past the Dior store, just looking, just window shopping. And tell me why I turn around. I forgot that I ever even asked for a green butterfly. There is a gigantic, like life-size cutout of a green butterfly. That's from a bush in the window. You want to see the picture? Yes. But I have to show you. That's crazy. I started dying laughing because I couldn't even deny, like I couldn't. That was such a specific sign, and that stuff happens to me all the time. I kind of feel like I'm going crazy.
And that's the moment where you kind of think, oh, right, you're sending me signs right now. I can tell that. You're
like,
playing with me. You're playing with me.
Like, it's funny. It's literally so funny. Let me pull up the picture. Yeah, that's what I saw.
Wow, that's insane. It was a huge
It was huge.
butterfly.
It was huge. So, like, I love when that stuff happens. Do you believe in signs?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever had a crazy one or like
Oh
a funny one?
all the time, you know. Especially when you kind of feel lost and you be like, you know, I don't know what to do. I'll just throw it in your hands. And then everything just somehow ends up fine, you know.
Every time.
Everything just got figured out somehow. It kind of seems like there's literally a higher power just taking care of everything.
There
That's
is.
it.
There
Crazy,
has to
right?
be. I mean.
That's so crazy. I love it.
I love it.
And what does GIA stand for?
Yeah, GIA. It's such a short name, but I think it does hold a lot of weight, and people are always like surprised to find out. It's such a simple meaning, but like it's so meaningful to me. But okay, when I was going through the depths of hell after losing my dad and grieving and so many like life changes, I really made it a point to remind myself that like I don't need to think 2 or 3 or 4, 5 days ahead or a couple months ahead, because after I lost my dad, like it was such a reality check. Like, yo, like you don't know what's happening tomorrow. Why are you bugging? Why are you even this stressed over something so small? Like, life is so done. You know, like
it's so fast.
It's so fast. And it was really hard to get through life. Like every day it was like difficult to wake up. It's not easy to want to do things when you're grieving like that. It's very painful. And I would just tell myself in Portuguese, mais um dia. Let me give it one more day. Deixa eu dar mais um dia. Esse dia não foi, mas ok. Vou dormir, vai passar, o sol vai aparecer do mesmo jeito amanhã, vou tentar de novo. You know, like I'll give it one more try. Tomorrow might be my day, maybe not, but like let me just get through today. So I was just telling myself one more day. You know, maybe I'm not successful today, or maybe I'm not viral today, or maybe I don't have an idea today, but tomorrow I might. So let me give it one more day.
Step by step, right?
Step by step. And all the one more days I gave myself, my ideas, my creativity, my posts, like whatever it is I was doing, ultimately led to GIA. To me creating this and having it become such a big part of my life and a movement, you know, little by little. So that's what GIA means. Mais um dia, one more day. It's very simple, but it's cutesy and it means a lot to me.
Do you think consistency or courage matters more?
I don't know which one matters more. Let me think about it. Consistency. No, I think the courage has to come before the consistency. Because if you're just consistently doing what you're not supposed to do, or consistently, you know, staying in one spot, like, yeah, anybody can have consistency. But can you have the consistency to pursue your like weird idea or your dream job? Like, do you have the consistency to act on what scares you? Because it's easy to be consistent with things that are not scary, that are normal to you. So I guess both are important, but the courage part first, and then the consistently being courageous. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just keep on going, right?
Yeah.
What's something about the beverage industry that people underestimate?
Oh wow, how unhealthy everything is, and if you want a beverage without chemicals and that's something that's good for you, you have to cross so many, like, there's so many no's you're gonna get, and it's so much more expensive because of tests and like FDA, all these approvals you need to get. It would be so much easier for me to come out with a simple, unhealthy juice like everybody else, but I'm stubborn and I want to do it this way. So it's a lot more difficult to make a healthy beverage than an unhealthy beverage. It's like double the work. I chose the wrong line of business.
What separates Gia Juice from all the other green juice companies?
Yeah, so off the jump, I think people are surprised about the flavor, because a lot of juice brands that are healthy, it just tastes like grass, bro. Like, it tastes so green. I don't like that. You know, everything's like celery, ginger, amargo. What's that word? Bitter.
Yeah.
And there was no like tasty, healthy options, right? So the flavor is the first thing. You can try it too. I actually brought you some.
Oh wow, I want to try it.
Yes. Where is it? Here.
Oh wow. Let me
Some
see
Gia.
this.
Gotta shake it. If you don't like it, it's okay.
I'm gonna pop this right now. Let me
Period.
just pull over. Let me try this.
Okay.
So today we have here, we got Gia.
Gia juice.
We trying Gia for the first time, very first time.
Are you nervous?
Popping
You
it
should be.
fresh. Yeah, I'm nervous right now because everybody says this is the best green juice around.
That's
so
a lot of pressure.
let me try it.
Chill.
Oh my God. This is amazing, guys.
It's fire.
If you haven't tried, try Gia. It's just so good. Let me give you another sip.
What do you think about the flavor?
Amazing. Tastes like heaven.
Yay.
Yes,
Perfect.
so good, so good. My God, guys. Again, I can't stress enough. Try Gia, the best juice around. Oh my God. Another sip.
It's pretty good.
Oh wow.
Who is honking? That's so rude.
The guy was like on the, this is like, he can't go that way, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You know, this is Boston, the traffic is
Yeah,
crazy.
everyone's so mad.
You just gotta get used to it. And I love the juice. Oh my God.
Period.
I really like it.
É docinho.
É docinho, yeah.
Compared
it's
to
sweet,
most.
you know, it's sweet.
Yeah. I think it's unique too because consumers in general, like, they don't want to just buy a product to buy a product anymore. They want to know who's behind the brand and how does it add value to the world. Because there's billions of brands out there. It's like, what makes me different? Quite a few things, but I have the privilege to go around schools and teach kids about how food affects their body, how it affects their mind. You know, I'm teaching these elementary students, hey, before you punch your friends because you're angry, did you take deep breaths? Did you eat enough today? Like, you know, is your mind doing okay? Is your gut doing okay? That was such an honor to do that. And, you know, I'm gonna continue to do that, tour more schools, start them young. I've gotten to host wellness events in the city, all kinds of them, whether it's yoga and Pilates, where you typically find wellness people at, or it's a night out at the bar where there's a lot of people that are sober curious, a lot of people that want to be a little bit healthier, and those options don't exist, you know? Like, I created Gia too so that I can enjoy my healthy life. Like, I don't want to have to alienate myself from having fun. And, you know, my launch party was at a cocktail lounge.
That's
you know,
so
like,
cool.
for a wellness brand, that's kind of weird. It's unique. It's different. People loved it. They were drinking mocktails and cocktails and taking tequila shots and wellness shots too at the bar. Just something totally different that doesn't exist.
It's
yet.
about balance, right? It's about balance in life, you know, enjoying the things that you like, but also like trying to be as healthy as possible, correct? And create a community, you know, because once you have the community that people actually feel like they are a part of the history of the company, you know, they actually participate on the company growth and the brand growth, they will support that even underwater, you know what I mean?
And they do, like, they interact. Like, if there's a new bottle that's coming out, you know, they're the ones that are voting if it should be square or circle. Or if it's a new label, they're the ones that's picking, is it green or red? You know, like, all this fun stuff. My audience is also actively helping me build the brand, which is cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
And that's what makes J1A Juice so unique, you know?
Yeah.
It's about, like, it's a movement.
It is a movement. It's not just a product, you know? Like, it's juice. It is just juice. That's the tagline, but it comes with so much more than juice. It's experiences and knowledge and growth.
I love that.
And a artsy ass Instagram. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's important too.
Yeah, social medias, they make a huge impact these days in brands. How important has branding been for Gia's growth?
Oh, it's been the make or break. Like, it makes all the difference in terms of just the exposure. Just from posting so much, I didn't realize how much posting really affected the direction, the trajectory of the brand until I got to work with Concepts and Adidas. And it was the first time I ever sold Gia in, like, a physical store. And it was this big event. They were launching this new shoe. And people came up to me and they saw the juice and they're like, oh my gosh, you're the juice girl. I've seen this before on Instagram or TikTok. That was crazy to me because it wasn't just one or two people. It was a lot of people that said that. And it's like, oh wow, okay, I'm not posting into the void. Like, it's doing something, you know, because it's hard to be consistent when nobody's liking your stuff, nobody's commenting, nobody's sharing. It feels kind of like, damn, is this even
am I doing this
anything?
right?
Yeah,
right.
But I am, I guess, because people knew the brand before I even opened my mouth. You know,
that's crazy. That's very inspiring.
Yeah.
Did social media help you validate the vision?
100%. Because sometimes I just, like, I get a lot of ideas and it can be really scary to share your most authentic self, the most, like, authentic part of your mind with a bunch of people, because you don't know if it's going to be accepted or rejected. You don't even know if your idea is really that good. So obviously you need the courage to share it and to act on it in the first place. But when you do have the courage and then people feel your authenticity and they see the vision, maybe not the full vision, but they start to get the picture a little bit, oh my gosh, that makes it so much easier. Not that you should, like, rely on external validation, but come on, guys, it helps a little bit, you know? Like, doing something new and scary and big and having other people be like, nah, that's fire. Oh, I got you. Oh, let me support. Let me buy it. Let me put it in this store. Let me connect you to this person, just because they're fucking with the vision, you know? So it helps a ton. It gives you so much confidence. So when the people that don't fuck with your vision, they don't like what you're doing, come around, it doesn't even matter, because a bunch of other people already do. Yeah. You know?
And there will be always haters, you know, because
oh my gosh, yeah.
People sometimes, they be so afraid of doing stuff, of starting a business, starting something, that they will just start throwing hate on other people that are actually being brave enough to go from 0 to 1, you know, which is actually starting, at least trying something.
No, I agree.
Right?
I fully agree. The more that I meet people that are, like, living with their purpose and doing what they want to do, and just, like, surrounding myself in that environment, the less I feel the need to judge another person for what they're doing. Even if, like, you could post the most whack, cringiest video I've ever seen in my life, I'm still not gonna be like, ew. I'm just gonna think, oh, he's at least trying. Good for him. He'll figure it out soon.
Yeah.
You know? So it's just like...
Or maybe just try to give some piece of advice for the person to, like, improve, you know, some ideas. I always try to add up in other people's life and not trying to bring him down by, you know, making fun or whatever, because...
Like, you should always be a blessing to other people.
Exactly. Because once you start blessing people's life, you actually receive that. Again, it's the universe, it's God, it's whatever you want to call it. You know, it's just a matter of energy. Whatever you be putting out there, it's what's gonna eventually come back to you.
Oh, 100%. And everything is energy, in my opinion.
What's one marketing lesson that you learned the hard way?
To be honest, I don't think I've had anything happen that, I don't think nothing's happened yet. I've honestly not spent a dime on marketing because I do it all myself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just been like organic support. I know a lot of brands starting out, they're like pumping money into ads or, you know, hiring photographers, all this stuff. I don't feel the need to do that yet. So like, I don't really think, there haven't really been many mistakes. It's been like me trying content, but that's free for me.
Okay, so let's rephrase this. What was the best marketing strategy that you used so far organically?
Yeah, dude, the best marketing strategy has been posting just real pictures of my life and incorporating the product into it, because it is a part of my day-to-day life. So just the marketing strategy, honestly, is having the discipline to take pictures and videos and content and stop being scared to ask my little brother and my friends to take a picture of me or a video of me. So yeah, really utilizing my life, my aesthetics, my creativity to make content for the brand. Because it's like, I want people to understand the lifestyle behind the juice. Like when they buy the juice, I want them to feel like me. So people love that, you know, like especially girls. We buy lip gloss because Hailey Bieber posted on her Instagram and she has a cool life and a nice car. So like if I buy this lip gloss, I'm buying her life.
And all that.
Yeah.
And as a girly founder, do you think there's an extra pressure on the journey?
I used to think that, yes, but to be honest, maybe this is controversial, but I feel like being a woman founder has been easier. I think a lot of people give me opportunities because maybe they like how I look or how I talk, and it just gets you in a lot of rooms. If you lead with self-respect and, you know, good energy, it gets you really, really far. And sometimes I feel like I get opportunities or to be in rooms where a lot of men would not have the opportunity simply because they're a man. So I've enjoyed being a woman founder. I love it. Like, I get a lot of doors opened for me all the time, and yeah.
And what do you think it takes to build something from zero to something in 2026?
A very, very calm mind. So a very regulated nervous system, which is what I have the opportunity to go around and teach schools, teach kids how to be calm, how to be zen, so that you can master yourself. That's the number one thing. Because if you're trying to build something big, but you're scatterbrained and you can't think straight and you're angry, and like, it literally reduces the amount of creativity and processing that your brain does. So like, you need to be calm, first of all. But second of all, you need to have full faith, full conviction in what you're doing. Because you're gonna start posting online for your brand, or maybe you wanna be an influencer or YouTube, whatever it is. Like, you're gonna start posting online and nobody's gonna be rocking with your stuff. You just gotta post and believe, or you gotta film the video and believe. Like, it's a lot of conviction. But if you can, like, if I ask you right now, what color is the sky? Or typically, what color is the sky? What do you say?
Blue.
Okay, and what color is the grass?
Green.
Now, if I put you here, out in the street, the sky is not blue right now, and the grass is not green. It's dead. But you know with conviction that the sky is blue and the grass is green, usually. So, like, that's the level of faith you need to have in your idea, or it's not going to work.
It's that vision. Keep it consistent.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And where do you see Gia in 5 years from now?
In 5 years, I'll be 30. And I know for a fact I'll be on the Forbes list. There is no doubt in my mind. So I need Gia to be making a couple $1 million for me, which it will. It's already made the money. I'm just catching up to it. Gia is going to be in every store, every gas station. The ultimate dream would be for it to be in the TD Garden. If I could go to a basketball game, a green Celtics basketball game, and sip a green juice. There's no healthy options. Every time I go to a game, I either get water or nothing. Because
with hot dogs and nachos.
Yeah, like, guys, just slide one little green juice in there. People would love it. People would love it because it tastes sweet. It tastes like pineapple, pina colada, lime. You know, like, it's very like light. That would be the dream. Or like Fenway Park, if I can get a collab with Green Monster.
Oh my God,
I would fall over.
Right.
It'll happen.
It will happen. So it's the ultimate goal. You want to say it's Forbes 30 under 30, right?
Yeah, Forbes 30 under 30.
And got this moment, guys. We'll clip this moment and do a mad edit. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, what's the date? Today is February 17th, 2026, 10:42 p.m.
Yep.
Forbes list, I will see you in 5 years.
Or maybe sooner.
Or sooner.
Or sooner.
I'm feeling like it's a little sooner.
Yeah,
but
me too. I can tell already.
only time will tell.
And what does blessing other people with a beverage brand look like to you?
Oh, so many things. I think that God made us in such a specific, intentional way, just even down to your biology, your cells on a microscopic level. You were made with so much intention and design. And if I in any way can take care of this body and teach other people to also take care of their body and honor God, honor the creator, whatever it is that made us, that looks like blessing to me, you know? And the more people you teach about how to live well and what a wellness life looks like, not just, you know, food, but spiritually, emotionally, mentally, that's kind of my whole brand on Instagram. The more you teach people that, the more they teach others. Like, it's contagious, because in my own personal life, I've met certain people that their impact, the way that they live life was so admirable and so like appealing that they didn't have to preach to me. They didn't have to force it on me. Like, I just saw how they lived their life. And that alone was a good example that it made me crave that. And so it's contagious in that way. So it's like, if I can get one person feeling good, maybe they can get another person, and then it's 2 people, that's 3 people. And then everybody is trying to get on this wave, you know? Like, it's baby steps, but that's what blessing other people through Gia looks like.
And talking about blessings and waves, what's the legacy that you actually want to leave behind in this world?
That is a good question. The legacy Green Juice Mami wants to leave behind in the world. I think maybe a little bit of what my dad did, but doing it on a bigger scale. Like, my dad was such a noble man. He dedicated a lot of his life to taking care of widows or taking care of orphans, mission trips, random people that he didn't know. He would buy them the groceries at the stores. Or he came home from a trip one time without shoes because he met someone at the airport, you know, as he was about to get in the Uber or taxi or whatever, that either their shoes were broken or they weren't wearing shoes. I don't know if they were homeless or something, but he just like gave them the shoes off his own feet. Like, that's the type of person that he was. And he never went without, ever. He was such just a perfect example of what it is to live without being selfish, blessing other people, never expecting anything in return, not doing a favor in hopes that you get a favor back. Like, he did that, right? And it made people feel good and loved. And if I can do that, but on a global scale, as a brand and a person with influence, whether it's like starting school programs or I don't even know, like there's so many things I want to do when I have money to give back to people and bless other people so that it's a never-ending chain of blessings. But that's the legacy I kind of want to leave behind, is like a powerful brand and image, of course, but at its core, like just helping other people like my dad did, because he was a beautiful example of that.
And what would your dad say if he could see what you're building, what you have built with Gia and, you know, and the other projects that you have going on in your life?
It's funny because he would probably downplay it and be like, yeah, I already knew you were going to do that. What's the big deal? Like, do more. You know how immigrants be? I think he would definitely be proud, though, on the side and, like, cry a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I think that's what he would say. That's so nice.
What do you want the young Brazilian/American girls to see when they look at you?
Wow. Should I answer in Portuguese?
As you like, as you wish.
Okay. First of all, I'll answer in English, I think.
That's cool.
But yeah, my mom, she came to the US and she was 25. She was my age right now. And she's lived such a cool, beautiful life. I don't think that she ever thought that it would be possible for her, considering where she comes from in Brazil. And I think something I learned from my mom is that at any given moment, you can pick up your life and start over. It doesn't really matter how old you are or who you are or what you've been through. She's like a little like beacon of hope. Whatever little dream you have, because I know a lot of my cousins are like, I want to go to the US. It's like a fantasy to them. And like anything you want in life or you want out of life, you really can do it. You just have to have the courage to act on it and like live your life.
Just do it, right?
Just do it. I know it's so cliche and it's like annoying to hear that, but it's how it is.
And what does success mean to you now compared to 2021? When you was younger, you know, when you started your brands, your ventures, and your journey?
Success now is being connected to God and having a peaceful mind, like a peaceful inner state. That's everything to me. That's success.
If life starts to feel heavy, what's the one more day, mais um dia, really mean to you?
It means a lot of things, but to give it one more day, sometimes it feels like this is gonna sound funny, but like sometimes it really is just going to bed. Like just Dunny.
Making to bed.
Yes, like you are not gonna fix the problem today. You're not gonna get further ahead today. Today was an awful day. Today was not your day. Just go to sleep. Like desliga, apaga. That's it. Like turn it off for the day. That's really like at its core what one more day means. I just go to bed. Go to bed, try again tomorrow. Because like growing up, my dad all the time would be like, tá, o sol vai nascer amanhã do mesmo jeito. Like, the sun's gonna rise regardless. Don't matter. It's not that serious. And it could be such a serious thing and he would still say that. But like, what can you do?
And what would you say to the younger you crying at night?
Oh, that I am gonna appreciate how much character development I'm going through and how much I'm about to learn from this horrible, horrible time. And I would also tell her that nothing bad really, like nothing happening to you is the end all be all. It's all your perspective. Like there is a good in every single situation, but it's up to you to find that, because it's not easy. And sometimes it takes a long time for you to even see a little bit of how something was good for you, you know? So.
You know, your story was very inspiring. I'm so honored to have the chance, you know, to interview you, to get to know a little bit more of your story, you know, your pains, your gains, your vision for the future. You know, you built this out of Boston. We have a great community here, great community of founders, entrepreneurs, you know, very smart people. We have the best universities in the country, you know, so this is a place full of talents that people just sleep on it, you know.
Facts.
And that's the main reason why I created Limo Talks. I want to take it nationwide, worldwide, but never forget where we were born, you know, where we were founded, our home base, which is Boston. And it's just so great to see that we have actually other people that it's really putting some work into, you know, and just doing something different. Just having motion, you know. This is Boston. We have motion.
Being unique. There's so much motion, especially lately.
That's so much motion.
Yeah.
And that's also why I created Limo app, you know, for people that it always need to be moving around, you know, and has like a bunch of stuff going on. Either they want to go out to have fun, they want to go to the meetings, they want to go, you know, they need to go to pick up a flight. Anything that it's very important, I actually think that they need to be riding with a professional driver, you know, with Limo app, and that's why I created Limo app. So if you have not downloaded Limo app yet, download Limo app. Make sure you give it a try. From how would you rate the Limo experience from 0 to 10?
Literally 11. It was such a vibe, and you got such good pictures of me.
Yep, you like it?
Oh my gosh.
How was the flicks?
Dude, you did better than my girlfriends. Like, that's crazy. No offense. Whoa.
See, the drivers, they be driving around, they be taking pictures, they multifunctional, you know. Some of them, they even bodyguards, you know.
Yeah.
That's it. This is Limo experience.
Like, I need this for my next girls' night.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I got you 100%. And this is how we're gonna wrap up the another episode of Limo Talks. If someone feels like quitting in life, if someone feels like it's not their time yet, if they too late, you know, if you know the time it's getting a timeout, just keep on going. Never stop. Danny, it's a big example, you know, of what consistency and hard work it takes you to places, you know. It takes you to places. And this is another episode of Limo Talks with J1A Juice, Mais Um Dia.
Yay!
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming
Thank
today.
you for driving me.
And if you don't follow Dani on the social medias, I will leave her links below. Make sure you tap in, follow her so you can follow the journey. And this is it. Till the next time.